In 1993, the vision of a wildlife college that would train Southern Africans to manage their natural heritage was first discussed. At the urging of members of the South African and SADC Conservation Fraternity, the Worldwide Fund for Nature South Africa agreed to launch a fundraising campaign to help address this problem, at least in part with the establishment of the South African Wildlife College. We went to Hoedspruit and got a lesson ourselves. In response to the increase in rhino poaching across South Africa, a joint funding proposal between the Southern African Wildlife College and the Game Ranger Association of Africa has given rise to the Wildlife Guardian program, whose main objective is training field rangers from disadvantaged backgrounds. Kaelo is one of the candidates who got a lifetime opportunity of becoming a game ranger.
To be honest, conservation is something that I did not plan to do. But then, just because I was jobless, it's something that I applied for, but only to find out later on it's actually something that I'm good at. I applied through Northwest Parks and Tourism Board, and they're the one that did my application on my behalf. And I was very fortunate that I had a very good facilitator when I was in S8E12, which was Mr. Ruben de Kock, who actually believed in me that I could make a difference in the current conservation issues that we're experiencing. He told me that I can see that you're very good at what you do. So what you can do is apply yourself. And I did exactly that.
The more new blood you get in these days, the more new innovative ideas you're going to get and so on. You're also creating the opportunity for young people to actually do what the passion is that they have in their hearts to do. So that's really important to expose people to this field of work. The Game Ranger Association of Africa is involved in the South African Wildlife College with several sponsorship programs, sponsoring students and even equipment. For me, this program offers the opportunity for young people to get into conservation. Conservation is a very small family. And for people to get into conservation and actually to come and live out their passion, to truly accept the bush into their system.
If we take them out to the bush, in this area here, we will get them close to animals, but not in danger. They'll have to know how to handle that situation. The importance of game rangers, firstly, this is our heritage, not only mine, yours, it's everybody's heritage. And these youngsters must buy into that now. Maybe next year, the year after that, 2 years, I might not be there, but I must leave something behind for the future. And they must take that over to their future, to their kids as well.
Tourism is part of the human spirit. It's something that has been practiced long before I was born and you were even born. And my role is to make sure that people learn about the aspects and the importance of nature conservation. I would like my children and my grandchildren to be able to witness the beauty of our heritage.
The statistics of the college and the Wildlife Guardian program are indeed praiseworthy. Over 450 rangers across various national parks, reserves and community areas have been trained through this initiative. And since its inception in 1996, the college has trained 8,291 students from 46 countries, and about 80% of them have been promoted to more senior management positions. After being equipped with the necessary skills, field rangers now see themselves as safeguards and guardians of our natural heritage. The training consists of a theoretical component together with a large amount of practical training and activities.
At SAWC, I went there for a 6 weeks course, which was basic field ranging, an arm course, whereby we had to learn different aspects of nature conservation in terms of occupying skills of trekking, doing normal patrols, extended patrols, and so forth.
The college it's got variety of programs that we run. The first one being the higher certificate in nature conservation. We have advanced certificate in the transfrontier area management. Then we also have various learnership programs like NQF Level 2 in nature conservation, and as well as the field ranger training and many other skills programs, as well as short courses.
If they go through the higher education and training, that person could become a manager of a small game reserve and even a section inside the Kruger National Park, which is our flagship. A lot of the bursaries go to field rangers that are then trained for provincial organisations as well as for some of the national organisations.
So what I learn here, I implement back home. So automatically changes the lives of the people surrounding me. I came here in 2010 to study the field ranger course. Then going back to my workplace, I was promoted to being a ranger. Seriously, when you come here, you don't know anything. You might be in the bush, yes, but you don't know the technicalities or what to do and what not to do. It's important to me because it gives us life. We cannot survive basically without nature or without conserving what we have. We have limited resources, so if we don't conserve what we have now, we'll end up losing the resources which we depend on. So this is why it's very close to my heart that we conserve whatever we have. My plans for the future is to be part of the management in the conservation field, because this field is mainly dominated by males. So it will be nice to get a female representative in the management level and get actively involved in the conservation of our resources, especially the ones which are endangered now, like the rhinos and the other species we are not really making noise about them, but they are endangered. That's what I want to do.
I never thought that I would have this opportunity to become a ranger. This college changed my life because I was lazy. Now I'm physically fit because each morning we wake up and do PT, physical training, we do push-up, we run, we do sit-ups, all kind of exercises. And at least I'm getting a salary. Yeah, that changed my family a lot. I'm able to provide for my kids, pay for their uniforms and everything. My biggest dream is to have my own park where I can have my own animals, people coming in to see our animals and enjoy nature there.
The program has been very successful. If you go and look at some of the rangers currently in the Kruger National Park, the section rangers were trained by us as field rangers. And a lot of the field rangers that we have trained have now advanced themselves into conservation organizations. So I think that is #1 proof of success.
Sometime last year, I was given the privilege to attend one of the most prestigious conferences in Tanzania, which was the 7th World Ranger Congress, and whereby rangers from all walks of life come together to come and discuss conservation issues and come up with strategies on how to deal with such issues. And one thing that I realized when I was there, it's that even though you might be in America or South America, Egypt, China, or wherever in the world, conservation have similar issues. I do want to become CEO one day. Whether it's CEO of the Northwest Parks and Tourism Board or the Mpumalanga Tourism Board or the Gauteng Tourism Board. But one thing that I'm definitely sure of is I want to become CEO.
Unlike other training institutions, the college does not employ a large permanent staff, but contracts in practicing professionals with the relevant experience to ensure that the training is as relevant, practical, and as current as possible. The biggest investment in wildlife is to have a thoroughly trained staff to protect it. The value of training interventions such as this can therefore not be underestimated.